At the end of this month, Superintendent Pam Homan will retire from the Sioux Falls School District. She's led many groundbreaking educational efforts in her 11 years as leader and leaves a legacy of excellence that is sure to last well into the future of this great community. Dr. Homan has been a dedicated educator in the public schools for 35 years and has served as a teacher, special education coordinator, principal, and director prior to assuming superintendency. Homan boldly notes that these accomplishments are not her accomplishments alone, but those of an entire team of dedicated employees who live and breathe the mission daily to educate and prepare each student to succeed in a changing world. Recently, she was asked by Rotary West to summarize her service to Sioux Falls' students. Her presentation focuses on 7 areas of growth: demographics, multiple pathways, staff, communications, partnerships, safe and secure schools, and facility improvements.
I think you're going to find this very interesting, that in 2004, our overall population was 19,166 students. Today, for this school year, it was 23,031, which represents a 20.2% growth in enrollment. So think about just over a little bit, 20% growth in enrollment. And our growth of enrollment as far as bodies is 3,865 students. So 3,865 students alone would be the 5th largest school district in the state, only behind Sioux Falls, Rapid, Watertown, and Aberdeen. So that's the growth that we've experienced in my time. But these are the pieces that I think you might find very interesting when you think of demographics. In 2004, the diversity in our district was about 16.6%. In 2015, as I leave, our diversity is 32%. So we've changed in diversity by about 15% in my 11 years. This is the piece that I think is important. Likewise, in 2004, our socioeconomic status, our measurement of poverty that we use by students who enroll on free and reduced lunch, was approximately 30%. And as I leave, it's 45%, a 15% change. So the pace of diversity, change in diversity, strangely enough, is equal to that change in greater socioeconomic need. When I entered this position, elementary children, 35% of the children were on free and reduced lunch, and as I leave, 50% are on free and reduced lunch. It's exciting to have the challenge and the blessing of diversity and to have a community like this that serves those in need, but we have to be proactive to make certain we're ahead of that need to have solutions in place.
Another area of growth since 2004 has been in multiple pathways. Students' needs are changing. The workforce needs are changing. Recognizing this, the district opened the Career and Technical Education Academy in 2010 to provide more advanced, hands-on learning opportunities. From home construction to welding to health services and media arts, CTE students are acquiring real-world experiences before they receive their high school diplomas. Likewise, New Technology High School puts students to work in small groups in a project-based learning environment. They learn the skills necessary for the world of work while learning the required content for graduation. Collaboration, problem-solving, and project deadlines put students on pace for a successful future. Programs such as Ombudsman, President's Academy, and a whole host of other pathways allow students to learn in a customized way that meets their needs. Various programs to support the most at-risk learners also came under one roof at Axtell Park to address the needs of students with behavior challenges and other life circumstances that are a barrier to education.
On your tables, just for a quick glance, I put some sheets and it looks like a pyramid. And I don't expect any one of us to read that today, but I want you to know that at the base of that pyramid are interventions. And as you go up that pyramid into what you'll see is Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4, I'm going to tell you that most of what's at the base existed in 2004. I'm going to tell you that 90% on that sheet that that's listed did not exist in 2004. Those are programs and pathways we've put in place to serve the changing needs of the students we have. Of course, also multiple pathways. We're excited about the Spanish immersion program. You've heard about it many times. We're excited about the expansion of our gifted education program from elementary into middle school. We're excited about our one-to-one technology. Technology did not exist to the level that it did in 2004 that it does today, as well as significant focus on reading interventions, leadership development institutes. The list goes on. But I think what's most important for you to remember is it takes significant community support, what we have today, to continue to provide for the diverse needs of the students that we're seeing in our school districts.
Of course, none of these interventions and programs could exist without an excellent and very dedicated staff. While student population has increased, staff numbers are not keeping pace due to the limited funding for education.
Keeping in mind that the student population grew by 20.2%. In 2004, our total staff was 2,130. In 2015, it's 2,524. Now, when you hear us report over 3,000, when we do that number out for the community, that's because of the part-time hourly and the people who take tickets and everything. But this is the meat of the staff that I'm giving this number to. So staff grew by 18%. Students by 20.2, staff by 18. But I brought this information with you because I thought, you know what? Many times it hurts. It hurts when I have to face people who attack administrators or say that we have too many of them or we don't need them or what worth is a superintendent. And I will tell you that in 2004, we had 76.05 administrators, an FTE, 76.05. In 2015, we have 72.8 administrators. That's a 4.3% decrease in administration. And when you parallel that with the growth of students and the decrease of administration, it represents just about a 20% reduction in administrative coverage per student. That's important for me to share that with you because I leave priding myself that in all the financial challenges we made in this district, we always put it in the classroom first. And the administrators are carrying more and more weight in the Sioux Falls School District. And I think those numbers speak to it in a very profound manner.
Communication with students, staff, and the community at large has drastically changed since Homan took the job as superintendent in 2004. Thousands of school newsletters were printed and sent home in the backpacks of elementary students, while important information for middle and high school students went through the U.S. mail back then. School board meetings were paper-filled processes, but with technology, that process has become more streamlined as well.
And today, what do we have? A mass communication, a mass notification system that can call everyone, customize down to how many numbers they want to have, email, and the drop of, push of a button. We text message. We have the internet, obviously, for more than just a flat website, for social media, Facebook and Twitter. We have anywhere, anytime access on your phone. We have our district application. Parents can look up and see what their kid had for lunch that day if they want, how their attendance is, what their discipline is, and how their grades are going. We even don't require you to go out to Howardwood Field to the games because we now live stream all the events. You can watch it from home.
Business partnerships have been built and strengthened. Among the longest lasting is the partnership with that of Bruce Eide, sponsor of the annual Teacher of the Year Award. Vern Eide Motor Cars has sponsored the event for the past 26 years and tirelessly supports public education. Partnership with the Sioux Falls Area Chamber of Commerce, Smithfield Foods, who supports the Learners to Leaders program, Avera and Sanford Health, the United Way. The list literally goes on and on. Those partnerships make our schools stronger and in turn make our community stronger. Significant change has taken place to protect our greatest assets as well, our students and our staff. The Safe and Secure Schools Committee was formed to review and resolve potential hazards in and around our schools. The Sioux Falls School District has invested time and resources into making our schools safe learning environments.
In 2015, we have complex emergency management plans. We practice reunification plans. We've put millions of dollars into access control in each of our buildings, surveillance cameras and digital radios. We spend a part of those plans detailed attention to looking at the external sight lines around the campuses of our buildings. We have a Safe and Secure Schools Task Force, and we have significant involvement in formulation with the Emergency Operation Command. Things have changed.
And finally, with this progress also comes changes in our facilities. There have been many in the past 11 years, but each has improved the overall quality of education in the Sioux Falls School District.
We've opened and expanded Discovery Elementary. We've opened and expanded Rosa Parks Elementary. We've opened and now we're expanding Pettigrew. We've opened and now we're expanding or working on the expansion with the high schools in various components. We have, in August, we'll open Susan B. Anthony, which means we do have to close Mark Twain and Longfellow. We've expanded Eugene Field to meet our specialized school program of the Arts Plus. We've added on to Harvey Dunn. Robert Frost will open in the fall with an expansion for our gifted ed program. Of course, we've opened George McGovern. We've totally repurposed Axtell Park so we could bring together the programs that have been all over, spread out in the community for some of our toughest children who were in rented spaces. So now they can have a gym and they can have a library and they can have a computer room. Of course, we opened the CT Academy. We opened the Sioux Falls New Tech High.
One thing is certain. Time never stood still under the leadership of Superintendent Pam Homan. Her vision to move the district forward has been realized, and her dedication will be remembered and respected for years to come.
It's been an exciting time of growth in the Sioux Falls School District. And it's almost overwhelming to think about what the team accomplished, because as taxpayers, you are blessed with a phenomenal team that I leave behind me that are so capable of carrying on everything this district stands for.